This week's video is sponsored by Sailey.
So the gas has run out, the pipes have frozen, and the diesel heater isn't working. It's just going to be bad if the pipes have split.
That's definitely the coldest it's ever been for us in the van. But there's literally a cat poo there, Benny. Then I got stuck. It all got a bit dramatic.
Emily doesn't fancy coming this way, and it is a bit hairy, I must admit.
Well, that ended in tears. That's what makes van life interesting and wholesome. If you're new to our channel, we're Ben and Emily, and after 4 years living full-time on the UK canal network, we sold up, moved into our self-converted ex-ambulance camper Ronnie and our tiny narrowboat Rambler, freeing us up for more travels further afield. We are currently on a 6-week journey around Spain and Portugal. Hello folks, we are in a place called Albarracin in the sort of north-east-ish of Spain. So since we saw you last, we travelled way east over to the coast of Spain, to the Costa Blanca, and we've actually had 4 or 5 days chilling out with my dad. It was his 65th birthday. You may have seen my dad in some other videos, some of you might know him, also known as Wild Dave. So yeah, we had a really nice time with him for his birthday. We visited Villajoyosa and we went to Valencia. Benny went and had some time with his friend who lives there. And we have now started heading back up north and we're at this beautiful town. It looks absolutely incredible. But the temperature has dropped. Now we've travelled up into the mountains, it's dropped even more. I think it's about 7. And Benny has just had a little look at the weather and it says it's going to drop to possibly -7 tonight. That's definitely the coldest it's ever been for us in the van. Obviously we've got the diesel heater and we've got the wood burner. -7, that is going to be chilly. But it's sunny, we are going to have a little look around here. It's actually about 3:30. We only just got here, had some lunch. So we're going to have a really quick look around now and then go back out tomorrow and have a proper look around the town. It really does look like a very, very beautiful and special place. How are you feeling about the possibility of -7 tonight?
Well, it's not ideal, I'd say. Be nicer to be somewhere where it wasn't a challenging amount of coldness.
You've been saying that winter doesn't happen here, and you just realised that it does.
I thought that was the whole reason we were here. We were running away from winter. Winter does exist, even out here. Just before we head out, I wanted to mention something that's been vital to us on this trip. First, a big thanks to this week's sponsor, Sailey. It goes without saying that when you go away, you want to stay in touch with friends, family, be able to plan your days out, convert currency and translate things. It's also easy to get caught out by roaming fees. This actually happened to us. At the beginning of this trip, if you remember, we said we had some technical difficulties. Well, that was me about to get some extortionate roaming charges from my phone provider. Luckily with Sailey, you can get data instantly just by downloading the app, choosing an eSIM plan and installing it. It's instant and there's no physical SIM. You can use it in over 180 countries and 8 regions, and it's great if you don't want a roaming plan with your phone provider because you only go away a few times a year. They're affordable, reliable, and safer than buying a physical SIM when you are away. So download the app, use our discount code Ben and Emily to get 15% off, and away you go. Alright, let's go and explore this incredible looking town.
Oh, that is an icy breeze. It's kind of strange to be in such coldness so suddenly. We have paid for the parking. It was €7.50 for 48 hours, which is amazing. That's pretty cheap. Yeah, it's pretty good and it's right near the town centre. If it's going to get that cold later tonight, we're going to want to put our wood burner on. And I'm not sure we can get away with doing it in this car park. But to be honest, I think we might have to do it anyway, if it gets that cold.
If it goes beneath 0, I'm lighting it.
What are you eating?
Chucky.
These houses are just built on these mad rocks. Look at that, that's so cool. I'm not sure I'd want to be on that balcony though, looking out over.
Try to figure out if we can get through this tunnel to the other side. We could make a run for it, it's quite far, it's about 100 metres.
Do you think there's another way around?
No pavement. It's quite late in the day, so we're only having a quick look around now. But I'm glad that we've got the 2 days parking because it looks like there's a lot to see here. There's a few great walks for us to go exploring.
It looks really old, doesn't it? There's a lot of...
Yeah, it's really... quite medieval looking.
So we were trying to find the walk that goes down by the river, and we went the wrong way. And over there are huge, like, lumps of ice hanging to bits of tree that are in the water. It's cold, it's fresh. I want to get down to it somehow, but it's insanely clear as well, isn't it? It's beautiful. Because there's this tunnel that goes through the rock that the town is like built on, we weren't sure about walking through it because it looked a bit dodgy. So we've walked over the hill and looked at a bit of the town, and Benny's just said we can get back to the van by walking all the way around the hill, so I think that's what we're going to do.
Just seen quite a lot of big birds, and they are high up, but they look very large. I think they may be eagles, and there are eagles in these areas, and we're actually quite high up where we are here. We're sort of in the mountains, so it would make sense. I saw a red flash on a bird, and then it stopped, and then I realised it was a woodpecker just banging at a tree over there. We are in the wilderness.
Do you reckon this is an old mill, Benny?
It looks like, yeah, there was an old millstone kind of put in a rock with some concrete, like a statue type thing. Like they put it on display over there. So it would make total sense. They've like diverted some of the water into these channels. And there's this little building here. Feline colony. It's making us aware of the cats in the local area, saying that they are being looked after and don't bother them. They're being fed and they're neutered. It's quite
Have you just learned how to speak Spanish?
Yep. It's easy when you just stare at it quite hard. That's my tip to all you guys out there, you budding speakers.
1 minute, what's this? What's this?
Hey, this is not a translating app. You gonna nestle in there for the night?
Tiny door. It is really cold now. It has dropped. It feels like it must be about 1 degree, which I know to a lot of you isn't that cold, but it is to us when we've just been like 2 days ago in 22 degrees Celsius. So yeah, my hand's going numb. I didn't bring gloves.
Hope this is right.
Which way to the van?
I think we followed the river.
Yeah?
I think so. But if we get this wrong, the outcome could be quite severe. I'm just a bit concerned. We've got a fair way to go. It's going to get dark soon. It's getting freezing. It looks like we're kind of in the middle of nowhere.
The town's just there, Benny.
Yeah, but we're going this way. We're going this way into the wilderness, where all the eagles lay in wait.
There appears to be a walkway that we need to go around, overhanging the river.
Oh wow. A walkway over the river.
This is awesome. Joking?
Yeah,
is that the
that's
way
the
we've
way.
got to go?
That is the way, I'm afraid.
No.
The walk ends now. Okay, shall we go?
I don't know.
You
It's
can do
so
this.
bad.
I believe
so
in you.
high. I didn't know this was going to be part of our nice walk.
Oh wow, it's worth it though. The view's very good. You can do this.
It's wobbling.
It's not, it's solid, man.
It's wobbling.
Come on.
I can't. Oh my god, it's wobbling.
We're both stood
my
on
God.
it now.
Okay. gonna be sick.
Breathe. Slowly.
Wait. Really having a bad time.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You tell me what you want me to do.
I don't know, I can't move.
Emily doesn't fancy coming this way, and it is a bit hairy, I must admit. It's making my legs go a bit funny as well. But I'll just show you the view. You okay down there?
Better now.
Yeah?
Well, that ended in tears. I'm not good with heights. Oh man.
Well, we best get back then because it's going to be dark
I can't
soon.
believe we're nearly back, but then that's in the way. It's just too high. I feel disappointed in myself, but I just get stuck. I just literally cannot move. Fantastic. Oh, so we've got to go all the way back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hey! Okay, so we found another route back to the town. It's quite steep at the side of the hill. Okay, the path disappears. I'll just explain what happened up there. I am not good with heights and I get kind of stuck, but I'd already gone quite high up because I wasn't looking. And then I got stuck, then I started to almost have a panic attack. So it all got a bit dramatic. I hate not being able to do things. I absolutely hate having to turn back. I feel really disappointed with myself, but it was just too high. Sorry, Benny, that we're having to take the long road. I think if you don't have a fear of heights, it's hard to understand. Benny just went up there like a mountain goat with no problem, but it's very different for me. Is that the way?
I think so, yeah.
There's a sign and everything. Okay. This does not seem like a public footpath. Or a public footpath. This definitely feels like stew weather. From a stew.
Oh, yeah. We're at the other end of town that we saw that building from right over there.
Ah, so the van is down there, isn't it? Ah, yes. And the van is somewhere down here, we think.
Oh.
Should we light the fire now?
Let's get warmed up.
Good morning. It was cold last night. We had the wood burner on until probably maybe 2 in the morning or something. And we fell asleep and we woke up and it was really, really cold. And the thermometer said it was -1 in here. Yeah, I couldn't feel my nose. We stupidly didn't put the diesel heater on before we went to bed because it was so warm in here because of the wood burner. So Benny got up and put the diesel heater on and for some reason it didn't want to work, which isn't ideal when it's -1 in the van. It can't be too cold to get going because the whole point of it is that it is a heater, but we're gonna have a look at that in a bit. So Benny put the burner on, but our weather apps say it's -7 outside.
I got up this morning about 8 to make a cup of tea and the gas wasn't working, and I put the tap on to fill the kettle and that wasn't working either. So I think that the pipe's frozen somewhere. But I've made a coffee and a cup of tea on the wood burner, so we have had some warm drinks.
I'm feeling so grateful for this.
Yeah, the wood burner is saving it right now.
It really is.
So the gas has run out, the pipes have frozen, and the diesel heater isn't working. It's just going to be bad if the pipes have split, because if they're frozen at the minute, when it defrosts, water's going to go everywhere, and we're going to be in real trouble.
Well, what is happening when you put the tap on?
Nothing. But if
The pump isn't coming on at all.
No, but if it's frozen behind the pump, or if the pump itself is frozen.
Ah.
Luckily, we're quite well prepared in like we've got wood and the diesel heater and everything, but Yeah, I didn't really think the pipes would freeze inside the van.
I can't think of it being anything else.
No.
That must be what's happened.
Unless it's shorted out, but I don't see why it would.
You say you've got the diesel heater, it's not working.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. We were prepared, but we didn't expect it to just stop working.
Oh man, this isn't good.
They say things happen in threes, don't they?
Yeah, as if all of those things have happened at the same time. It's truly, we're in the winter now, aren't we? We've been trying to run away from it. First night of cold and it's all gone wrong.
It's caught us in its grip.
Oh.
It's grappled us to the ground, and now it's laughing.
I know I said this a minute ago, but I'm so grateful for that wood burner. It would be awful if we didn't have that.
Yeah, we would actually be
We'd be stuffed.
What's really sad is yesterday I bought some bread yeast because I was going to make a loaf of bread in the oven, and the gas has run out. I could just try this again now that it's not as cold outside.
That's the diesel heater, by the way.
It might work. This is the button for the diesel heater.
But
it's coming on and it was whirring, but there was nothing pumping through. Okay, it is pumping.
But it did this earlier and then just went off.
It did start and then it stopped.
Is the air coming out of the diesel heater hot?
No. No, it's cold. It's like a cold wind.
Okay.
An icy wind. It's sucking the cold in.
Still freezing?
It's not freezing, but it's not warm. Okay, it just stopped.
Why?
Something wrong with it. It's like cutting itself out, isn't it? But you'd have thought there'd be like an error code, wouldn't you?
What is going on?
I don't know the layout of Spain, okay? But I had a look on a topographical map to see where the hills are and the mountains in this country. And I've had a look and I've seen that Zaragoza is in like the lowlands. There's a big river running through there. And it's the direction we want to go in, so yeah. Topographical maps, guys. Don't forget about them.
Yeah, it is exactly on our planned route, but another thing we really need to take into consideration is the weather through the Pyrenees, because we're going back into France a different way than we came into Spain. We came in right on the north coast, I'm not really sure how you call it, but like the west side of the Pyrenees, right near the coast, and I think it's quite low, but we're going to be going back through a much higher pass. We may have to change our plans with that as well, and maybe go through the pass right on the east coast or back through the way we came, just because it might be a bit too dodgy if it's already this cold. And also there is actually snow forecast for here in Albarracin in 2 days' time, so we definitely want to leave before then. I think what we're probably going to do is we're going to have a good look around today and then just leave. I don't think we should have another night here, even though we've paid for the parking. Doesn't matter. We just probably need to get somewhere a little bit warmer and get some more gas. Okay, so I have had a look in the cupboards. From what I can tell, the pipes are definitely frozen. I mean, that's what we were guessing. So much so that the pump isn't even trying. Obviously, we didn't know that they were frozen before we tried turning the tap on, so hopefully we haven't damaged the pump. I cannot believe they've frozen. Really, really were not expecting it to get this cold. Benny's getting everything out of the cupboards now so that we can try and get some warm airflow down there.
Just because you're having a crisis doesn't mean you can't still look dandy. Oh wow. Alright, you can hear that.
I heard that, oh no.
Alright, listen to this. That's me moving the pipe.
Oh my god, they're properly frozen solid, aren't they? Okay, well don't do it because it might split.
I've actually got the hot water bottle out so I could lie it on some of the pipes. If I can heat up the bit of water I've got on the wood burner before we run out of wood, because there's no more. We're parked against a wall. That's where the wood is, back there. So I need to move the van forward to get to the wood, to put in the wood burner to heat the water, to put in the hot water bottle to melt the pipe. Okay. Alright, someone's parked in front of us. I have actually got this. I know it looks like a Weetabix,
it's
but
like
it isn't.
The worst wood ever.
Don't buy the Weetabix wood. Don't buy the Weetabix wood. No! Don't know if it's going to take.
Just try and keep this going for now. So someone is currently parked right in front of the van, so we can't pull the van forwards to get in the boot to get the wood. What a morning! What is going on? Honestly. Oh man. It's all the fun though, isn't it? It's what makes van life interesting and wholesome. Yes, that's got going.
Alright, we've got this.
Oh man, it's so cold. Right, we've got our kindling, which is basically logs for this fire.
I've got a few of these. I'll just pass a few through. A couple, maybe just a couple.
Yeah, so what we're going to have to do is we're just going to have a quick look around. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to stay as long as we wanted. Basically because we need to get gas. There's not really anything open in the town at the moment. It just seemed, yesterday it was crazy. It was like a ghost town. I don't think I've ever been to a place that's so quiet. We stood still and there was not a sound. Oh, Benny's reversing. Right, we've got the wood out the back. All is good. We can heat this hot water bottle now. But yeah, so there's just nothing open, apart from the library was open, kind of weird. To eat, unless we just have salad, which I really don't fancy. We want to cook stuff, so we need to go get some gas, basically.
There we go, that's a good one.
I wonder what the people outside think.
Yeah.
That'll do. A little nubbin will do.
Do that for now.
Let's just get this hot water bottle sorted. Okay, the kettle has boiled on the wood burner. It did it really quickly, surprisingly fast, which is great.
Need to fix it together properly. Okay, where should we put it?
What about his neck flap?
Oh yes, flap.
I don't know, just start wherever I guess.
Okay.
Thanks little sheep. You're doing a great job.
I'm just moving the hot water bottle to another piece of pipe.
How's that one feeling?
Better.
Maybe by the time we get back from our walk everything will have defrosted.
That's a big hope, yeah.
Fingers crossed.
That'll be good. We've got a bit of wood left in the fire. Not put too much on because we're going out, but it's just going to like keep pushing some heat through the van, so hopefully everything's going to defrost.
Yeah, it's probably going to go out in about 10 minutes, so not too worried about leaving it. Let's go and have a look around Albarracin. So sunny!
Yeah. It is warming up a bit now as well.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been somewhere where it's this cold but so dry. It's really weird. Like the floor is just completely fine. No ice whatsoever. Benny, it's for sale.
Tempted. It's got no roof.
I don't need a roof. Oh my goodness, it's really cool. Can we get it?
Tempting, yeah, good project.
Listen to how quiet it is here. Nothing. Not a sound. It's like completely dead here. I don't think I've ever been to a place where there's such a high concentration of really interesting old buildings. And they're all just piled on top of each other. And they all seem really old as well. It's just so beautiful.
It really is. I don't know what kind of incidents go down here, but this is the most heavily protected ATM I've ever seen. Oh, they're quite warm. Okay. Oh yeah. So yeah, we saw this bakery yesterday. It was closed, and I was really hoping it'd be open today. It's a proper place.
But now we've just got a great big loose piece of bread to carry around.
I'll show you what we got. And that was that 180. This bread.
Yeah.
That was €1.80.
And we got 2 chocolate pastries, of course.
Yeah, brilliant. Love the sign as well. I mean, everything about it's just authentic.
Couldn't go somewhere without getting a pastry, could we? Check out this view through this archway. Very cool building. What are we gonna do with this? You're just gonna carry it?
I'm proud. I'm just like showing it to everybody I walk past, just like. It's probably not even going to be nice, is it?
Don't be so pessimistic.
No, I'm sure it'll be the best thing. It feels fluffy. Just hope it hasn't got.
Oh my god, there's probably loads of cat. There's literally a cat poo there,
fine
Benny.
there.
You put it next to a cat poo. Yeah. It's like a pan au chocolat, but they don't call it that. They called it like a Napolitana, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. Number 1. Number 29. Number 5. Be a bit nuts being the postman round here, wouldn't it? It's absolutely crazy. I love all the little streets. And the Twittons. So we're trying to work out if a lot of this place is abandoned, or if it's holiday homes, or if it's let, you know, houses to let, or what. Because it's just so quiet. Some places seem quite abandoned, and there was like a little garden there that looks like it's just been left for about 20 years. But yeah, what a place to live, surrounded by the castle walls, kind of like hugged by this mountain. It's just got so much character. Imagine this being your view. So there's another feline colony sign. Here's its resident. Don't know if that's like a house.
I think it might be.
Look at him. Scruffy old thing. You enjoying the sun? Is this your place? He looks quite old. It's sweet that they're looked after, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think a lot of places, they don't really look after stray cats, but they all definitely look well fed, don't they? There's some big cats around, big fat cats. So it's actually really, really warm in the sun now, and we're both pretty hot.
Yeah, it's really hot.
In the shade it is absolutely freezing, but here on this exposed mountainside it is very toasty.
Oh look, you can walk along that wall.
No, thank you. Ready?
Yeah?
It's okay because it's quite wide.
Yeah? Yeah, it's quite a wide floor.
I think they're coming over to us, Benny.
I hope I don't have to fight an eagle. Not today. No,
Not after the morning that we've had.
It's so hypnotic watching them sail through the air. I think they're very peaceful creatures, actually. Unless you're a rodent or cat or something, I suppose. Even for me, that was quite hairy. There's like a sheer drop on the other side, but when you get to the turret bit there and there's the stairs, it's quite narrow stairs and then just a sheer drop straight to the floor there.
Well, we might start making our way back down to the van, but my goodness, it is incredible here. Highly recommend coming. It's just been such a magical place to come to, even just for the day.
Tucked away in these hills, and we've seen quite a few hotels and restaurants and things as well, so it is somewhere that people come and visit, but It's very quiet right now.
If you want to come at a very, very quiet time of year, January is a good time, it seems. Absolutely magical. Totally love it here. Thanks to my dad for this recommendation.
Right, well, we best go check on the van and figure out this gas issue that we've got.
And the water.
Yeah.
Actually. You like these eagles, don't you?
I do. It might be that they're quite a common bird, but when you've never seen them before, it's spectacular.
Come on guys, what are those birds? Let us know. We don't actually know if they're eagles, we're just guessing, because they look massive.
There's a place here that's actually built into the castle wall.
I'd like that one, that looks like a great house.
Look at the thickness of the bars on these.
It's a bit overkill, isn't it?
It's almost like it's like fortified for a
Siege.
Yeah, for an incursion.
How warm is it in there?
It's warm, 15 degrees.
15.
What I'm going to do is turn the pump back on and see what it does.
Is there any leaks?
I don't think so. I think it's okay. I've had a look, there's no leaks. I'm gonna put the pump on, see what it does.
Oh my gosh.
I think we need to warm up the other pipe. It's the one that's deeper in there is still crackling like it's got ice in it.
Should we just get going and leave it and let it warm up in the day?
Yeah.
We have got water in the water filter, so we've got water to drink, but I don't think we should risk trying the pump until it's all properly defrosted. But for now, we're gonna have a nice juice and a sandwich, and then probably get back on the road and start heading a little bit further north, out of the mountains towards Zaragoza. Thank you.
It's got a bit warmer in here now. I want to try the gas again and see if it has run out or if it was just because it was very cold.
I really hope it's because it was really cold.
Yeah, that looks way better straight
Yay!
away.
I think it was because it was
Totally
cold.
different from before. I don't think it has run out. Thank gosh.
Oh, that's such great news that that was just what it was. I think butane is quite known for slowing right down when it's cold. I think that's why a lot of boaters use propane instead of butane. Because we have just like a UK gas bottle, we would have had to have bought a new gas bottle, which is expensive, bought the gas and bought a new fixing and swapped it all over, so this is good news. Oh, it's a bit squashed. The verdict?
It's not sandwich bread. It's mostly crumbs.
We have had a sandwich. That Kalamata olive hummus was amazing. We had it with fried tofu in a sandwich. We're gonna set off. We've had a good look at the map. We've had a look at the weather forecasts. And we have decided we are gonna go back the way we came. Because basically the pass that we were gonna go through the Pyrenees on is gonna be really, really cold. I mean, it's fine, but we might as well just try and find a warmer way. We're thinking, let's get back to the coast, let's get back to where it's slightly warmer. We're really trying to push it. We're trying to get away from winter for as long as possible. And then we're just gonna follow the coast road up and then to the border, back into France. Who knows where we're gonna go? We're just gonna work it out as we go along.
And it's not even that we're that fussed about the cold itself. It's more, if it's making our gas bottle freeze, if it's making our water pipe freeze, then it's harder to kind of exist and do what we want to do in the living space. So that is the priority, is to make sure all of that's still working. So if we can go to the warmer routes, it's going to be a much wiser, more logical path to take, I think. Well, we're still running. We're running from winter. He got his hands around my ankle, but I tugged it off and kicked him, I booted him, and then ran off again.
Who?
Winter.
Oh.
Yeah, Jack Frost himself.
Oh.
He's looking for us. It's like, I can sense some warm ones out there. Where are the warm ones? Let's hunt them down.
Let's go and find somewhere slightly warmer. find, Benny. This is amazing.
Yeah.
We're kind of just by a dam, and then there's just hillsides with masses and masses of orange trees. And it seems very, very quiet. I do feel like we're in the middle of nowhere, but that's good. This is great, and it is not cold. Okay, it is time to check what is going on with this water pump. Fingers crossed, but it is not broken. There doesn't seem to be any leaks, and we're just presuming that it's all defrosted. So let's have a look. The van is an absolute tip because everything's had to come out of the cupboards to get to the pipes, which is pretty annoying. And then we've driven, so that's all fallen over.
Welcome. Right, let's switch this pump on.
They don't sound crunchy anymore, do they?
No, they're defrosted.
Okay. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Hey,
Yay!
we're back on. It's back online. Out the mountains. Water is running.
So that is 2 things out of 3 that were broken that are now okay.
Yeah, so we'll test the diesel heater in a bit.
Should we just test it now?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just, we know it comes on, it works a bit. It's just after 5 minutes before it was switching off and not pumping any more fuel. Right, time to repack a bit.
Oh, there's your lettuce.
Okay, which lettuce? All this? Yeah, we've got enough lettuce for a lettuce party for like 8 people. We've got plenty of lettuce, come join the party. It's some old wine that I made 2 years ago. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So
even if the diesel heater does work now, we'll probably just still use the wood burner for this evening while we're awake. Because it is lovely. How nice is it having a fire? We love it. And there are lots of sticks around because we are in the middle of like a clearing where there's a few pine trees. We're really far away from the pine trees, so totally safe to have our enclosed fire. But there are loads of pine cones as well. So yeah, it'd be nice to collect some wood from these pine trees and some pine cones and have a fire. Is it getting hot?
Yeah, it feels warm.
I've got to say, if it is that it was too cold for it to work, that is pretty silly, isn't it? Too cold for a heater to work. I'm guessing that maybe because the fuel line, or Benny suggested this, but maybe the fuel line going to the diesel heater, because it's really thin, it froze. But we didn't think that diesel could freeze till like -20 or something, but maybe we're wrong. You having a good time?
Just try to understand what's going on under this wood burner. It just seems to, it's become like cardboard recycling.
Tell you what, Benny, this van is looking lived in, isn't it?
Yeah. We're definitely testing it to its limits.
So it's definitely a home.
Right, look, what's in here?
Oh, nice. Absolute winner.
Some flame fasts.
For anyone that doesn't know, it's like an instant log. Okay, this feels like it's getting hot. Triumph, women working.
Yes.
Okay, I've turned it off for now because we don't really need it on, and like I say, we're going to have the fire on, but that is great. So all 3 things that weren't working this morning are now working. Yeah, if we didn't have that wood burner, we would have been absolutely stuffed this morning. We would have been so cold. Happy?
Yeah.
Should we get this fire lit then, because it is a bit chilly?
Yeah. Yeah, this will sort us out for the evening, I think. We've got a few other bits in there. All good.
He's got a big one. It's not quite as big as that one you found on the start of the Macclesfield Canal that time.
No, but it'll do for now.
Perfect. Been for a forage?
Yeah, I found this wild herb. Can you smell it?
Yeah.
I think it's thyme.
Oh yeah, it smells, I can smell it from here.
Smell it close.
Oh, it's really, really lovely. What is it?
I think it's time.
I don't know what that is. It's really, really powerful.
But yeah, it does kind of smell more like rosemary.
There we go. I tell you what, when things go wrong when you're living in a van, it does make you feel very appreciative when things are going right.
You're there. You're there. You're there.
Have you kind of got used to cooking on the wood burner now?
Well, this morning I made a coffee and tea on there, and it's made me appreciate that heat source, and might as well save a bit of gas and like heat the water on there a bit. Even if I just do it a bit, it's saving a bit of gas. I've got a bit of a van life issue happening. It's quite serious. Could have devastating consequences. As you can see, I'm trying to cook us some nice food, but I also need to go and have a really big toilet. And guess where that is?
What do you mean a really big toilet?
You know what I mean. But that's it, you have to do it in the exact same space.
Well, I've got a suggestion for you. A solution, you might say. Well, you know how you can take the toilet out to have a shower?
Yeah.
Why don't you just take the toilet outside?
Oh yeah. Shall I do that?
Go and have an outside poo!
But just walk for like 10 minutes with it like this. Like, I'm a hero. Like that sort of thing.
No, I was thinking you could just put it outside the door.
Oh yeah, maybe that'll be easier.
Oh, what have you just put in there that's made it... Woo, yeah!
I think I picked up the wrong oil. It's chili infused.
Oh.
Will that be bad?
No, it smells really good. It's the first time for everything.
Are you still there?
No?
Ah, that was wonderful. Liberating. Maybe I could get why the nudists do it now. Getting your bum out in the fresh air.
Thank you. Good morning. We have spent 2 nights in this spot. It was lovely and sunny when we arrived, but it's ended up being very, very wet. And we're hoping we can get out because it's kind of muddy here now. We just want to get to a campsite, have some showers, sort ourselves out a little bit. We're going to head there now, if we can get out of this place that is very puddly and seems quite muddy now. Yay! It's fine. Okay, that's it for this week, guys. What an eventful few days that was.
Yes, it most certainly was. Don't forget, if you're interested in getting yourself 15% off Sail sim plans, the link is in the description.
Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next week for a very exciting episode. See you then.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.